Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Magic Duels with our Angel Control deck. So, since the previous episode, I've made a few changes to the deck. I noticed that in a creature-based matchup, this deck will absolutely 100% destroy it most of the time. But in other matchups like Mill and Super Friends, it has a little bit of problems with removing these stuff. So, what I've done is essentially I've cut back on some of the creature removal. So I've got rid of the Gideon's Reproaches and I've replaced them with Angelic Purges and Suppression Bonds. So the Suppression Bonds will allow us to take care of our Planeswalkers by stopping them from being able to be used. And against Mill and anything else really, it's a very good utility card. We've got Angelic Purge, which exiles artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So this is actually a good way to get rid of Ulamogs as well, because we can exile them that way. So yes, those are the changes that I've made for the deck. So without further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? I'll see you there. Alright, we're in. This hand is quite slow, but if we hit a land, then we get to sort out our future draws. So let's do it. Why not? Let's go crazy, shall we? What are we playing against? Green. There's Delirium by the looks of it. It's a 1/1 Death Touch that gets +2/+2 with Delirium. Yes. Yes, it is. Well, there's our third land, which is what we needed for our Read the Bones, so that's pretty good. Set up there. I'd like a land off the Read the Bones into a Gisela. Would be pretty cool. Then we can start lifelinking some damage through. Don't know why he was freezing time for there. I assume he's got a combat trick. Or he just misclicked. One or the other. Alright. So we are drawing a murder. That's pretty good. I'm going to go for a Read the Bones though. Let's look for a second white source. We don't find one, but we find some pretty nice stuff nonetheless. Let's take both of them. I'm happy with the Liliana to kill his Dryad. And start putting some of that pressure on. Nissa's Pilgrimage means that there is no creature to attack into Liliana next turn. Fantastic. Which means we can start plussing the crap out of her. Still want to see that land though. Where's that land? There it is. Wonderful. Alright, Liliana comes down, kills the Dryad with the +1 ability. Skadoosh. Freeze all you want. You know what you can do. There we are. There ain't no mutagenic growths in this format. Alright. So we've got removal for days. We've got Gisela to hold back to keep Liliana safe if we choose to do that. It's a Liliana Huntmaster. We are going to kill that because I don't want loads of elves flooding the board. So that's going to see a murder in its future. Angelic Purge isn't bad. But it ain't great either, since we want to just murder this guy. We might get Liliana up to 7 at this rate. We have 2 more turns worth of removal if he's just going to play one creature per turn. And we can even potentially flash in Archangel Avacyn as well to kill another creature. Westvale Abbey. Yeah, so he was planning on going wide. Evolutionary Leap. Further fortifies that thought. Shaman of the Pack does no damage to us. Oh, it does 1 damage, sorry. That's fine. And we're just gonna continue on the same path, plussing Liliana as we go. I want to get the Avacyn out, I think. Ooh, that one's also good. We can't get the Avacyn out, but we do have Blessed Alliance, we have Murder, we have Angelic Purge, we have Read the Bones. We have plenty of ways of removing that Huntmaster to keep it from dealing any damage to Liliana. Bit wasteful doing the removal on this, but we are kind of hedging our bets at this point that we can ultimate her. So I think we'll do Blessed Alliance, so at the very least we can still gain some life when he sacks it. There we go. We'll gain 4, you'll sack a creature. Back up to 19. You lose your creature. Liliana survives. You probably should have used the evolutionary leap first, because this has officially resolved, so you now need to do the shaman, and I think that's probably why he's taking his time, because he's probably trying to do his evolutionary leap in response, and he was too slow on the trigger. So unfortunately he does not get that advantage. So Liliana gets to 7 next turn, and we just need to get her to stop taking damage, and then we'll ultimate her. Excuse me. What is happening? Do you want to sack it again? I'm at 23 life now. What's going on? This is the first time for me. Gotta sack the shaman again, I guess. Hopefully this isn't an infinite loop. Otherwise it'd be hilarious, but I'll be at infinite life. And the game looks to have frozen. Oh, there we go. We're back in. Continue playing. I have absolutely no idea what happened there. But there you go. Alright, well, we're just going to plus Liliana. Let's get Gisela out there, why not? Pass the turn, we probably ultimate Liliana next turn. Short of some sort of removal for a Gisela and then that 1 damage token coming in. I'm guessing that's the plan. Gravedigger. Sacking the evolutionary leap for a Gitrog monster. It's a bit too late for most of this, I think. Getting back the Shaman of the pack. I would have probably got back the Huntmaster, but I don't know what your hand is like, to be perfectly honest. And there's a Bone Splinters. He is tapped out, so we are ultimating Liliana. Not taking the risk of holding her back. So, bye-bye Liliana, you've been very useful. We're going to read the bones though. We're going to continue to set up our hand. 5. I do kind of need another land. So let's get an isolated chapel. And a Kalatas. Nice. Nice. Kalatas and a handful of removal is great. Essentially means all of our removal is an exile spell. Alright, the Gitrog monster has returned. Let's go Kalatas, I think. Yeah, let's do it. And pass the turn. He gets to sack some lands. We get 4 zombies. Boosh. So you get to go back on lands, but you get some mana in return. Need to play around with Gitrog Monster at some point. Still not played with it. You really need lands that you can fetch back though, I think. Also, running Evolving Wilds is pretty sweet. It means when you sack them... Oh no, not the Languish. Oh no. I feel so sad. Alright. Well, it looks like Sorin's coming down. He's gonna show you why you shouldn't languish people. It's very rude. Then again, we actually plus Sorin because we're gonna get 2 zombies anyway. to hold back as blockers, so let's plus Sorin. Let's start dealing some damage. We did no damage because it's a swamp. And pass the turn, get 2 zombies. Chump the monster of the Gitrog for an eternity. He loses an extra land that he can't replace. So pretty soon he's going to have a full hand but no lands. Which is fine with me. Evolutionary leap. Okay. I don't know why you play a second one out, but this is the AI after all. Can never understand truly what the AI wants to do. Let's chump. Keep Sorin alive. I'm going to leave Gitrog alive as well, because, let's face it, he's just losing lands turn by turn, so... We get another land, that's annoying. Let's sacrifice our Evolving Wilds to make sure that doesn't happen again. Let's go for Plains, I suppose. And... yeah, just hold up Avison, I guess. No reason to do anything else. Got a handful of removal. We haven't hit our hand limit. We're gonna get 3 zombies here. So yeah, peachy. In fact, we could remove his Gitrog monster right now, to be honest. So if we Archangel Avison, then all these tokens get indestructible, which is enough to kill his Gitrog monster. But I kind of like the idea of seeing him at 0 lands. So I'm almost tempted just to be really cheeky about it and just let it live. And chump it forever. Also, I really want an Ultimate Sorin. That's the thing that I've never done. All these things we're going to do today. And you probably won't attack. Oh, he's going to attack. Alright. Well, we'll just trump with another zombie. I'm going to leave the Archangel Avison up for some eventuality like that. That's annoying. Well, if it's getting +2/+2, which makes it an 8/8, and if I give it -4/-4, it still does damage to Sorin. No, I'm murdering it. It's time. I want to Ultimate Sorin mod and I want to see him at 0 lands. So let's do it. Reveal. Boosh. Get some more stuff. And pass the turn again. If we Ultimate Sorin now, we get 19 1/1 zombie vampires with lifelink. I think we want to plus again to keep Sorin alive, though. That's what I think. And then we're just going to start murdering him. There's only so much you need to do before then. Plus Sorin, I think, is one of the few planeswalkers whose ultimate doesn't particularly guarantee a victory, because he could just languish or planar outburst at that point. In this case, of course, he couldn't, but... Alright, 1 damage to us. We're just going to Ultimate Sorin. I just want to do it. Do it. -9. 18 zombies. Boosh. And let's just swing in for stupid amounts of damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whatever doesn't die makes us stronger. But we win anyway. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next game. Alright, we're in. We're on the play. We have a fair bit of removal. Plenty of lands. We have a very late game card I don't want to see. And some card draw, so yeah. Can't see how this could be any better. Short of obviously having Bruna come later. Because she ain't doing anything right now. It's in Quagmire, okay. Green-black could be another Delirium deck. Our opponent, by the way, is ranked 27, called Wu Fei. What is Wu Fei doing? That is the question. So we do have Grasp of Darkness up now. Oh, don't tell me it's Super Friends. I'm so tired of Super Friends. It's like the new werewolves. Stop it. It's a Nahiri. Alright. We don't have any removal for Planeswalkers right now, so that's what Read the Bones is going to go find. Let's Read the Bones. If it's not Planeswalker removal, I don't want to see it. Okay. And those two are not Planeswalker removal either. Annoying. Annoying. Alright. He's at 3. But obviously he's at 2 mana, so he's tapped. We could race him with a Liliana. Seems like that's what this deck does best. Yeah, let's do that. Let the race begin. Plus Liliana. Pass the turn. And then we can just hold up removal from that point on. Depending on what he's got in his deck, Nahiri might actually ultimate something pretty nasty. Okay, Oath of Chandra is a dead card at this point in time. In the future, though, it will deal 2 damage to each opponent, which is annoying. Read the Bones again. Looking for that Planeswalker removal, because it's clearly Super Friends. And Anguished Unmaking there was one of them. And the Languish, that is a dead card. So let's plus Liliana again. Pass the turn. I think we're discarding to hand size today. Yes, we are. Okay. If we get rid of the Bruno, we can say goodbye to the Gisela combo, which I kind of like the idea of doing. Languish for token-based creatures seems pretty good, as does Planar Outburst. I think Blessed Alliance is the card to go, and Fleshbag. Those seem like dead cards in this situation. So we're going to see Nahiri. We're going to see Explosive Vegetation. Alright. He's fairly confident that he can get something down before Liliana ultimates. Which I think is our #1 source of winning at the moment. Which is pretty insane. Let's plus Liliana. Just hold up the Anguished Unmaking. And the Murder, of course. Discarding to hand size. Let's take down a Grasp of Darkness. We've got full board wipes, so... Activating the Needle Spires. We are going to murder that if it goes anywhere near Liliana. And indeed it does, so murder that, sir. Should probably Grasp of Darkness, actually. That was a mistake. Well, he's 1 land down and we're closer to Liliana. We can Grasp of Darkness the next thing he tries to put on her. So let's plus again. Up to 7. He's got to be able to deal damage to her this turn. Otherwise he's in trouble. And we have the Grasp and the Anguished Unmaking to deal with absolutely anything he throws at us. So, what might he throw at us? It's going to be the Hissing Quagmire. Well, that's going to get Grasp of Darkness. So yeah, our opponent, just a bit too slow. Unless he's got Pump. Nope. Liliana is going to ultimate. Surprising how often that happens in this deck. Genuinely surprising. Let's go for a Plains. And let's ultimate Liliana. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yes. Oh, yes. I think we'll be winning before then, but still. Let's get Gisela down. Any sort of removal, Bruna can get her back later on. And if she does, then on the end step of her getting her back, we get Bracella. Bracella, for those who didn't see the deck tech. There it is. Radiant Flames is going to wipe out the board, though. She's fine. Just fine. I think we can probably work our way through any sort of ultimates off any Planeswalker he plays. Any creatures, for the most part. Declaration in Stone. Alright. Let's just get the Shambling Vents in. Let's get a little bit of damage done. We are a little bit stuck on lands, though. Not happy about that. That's one way our opponent could fight through it. Okay, we end our turn, we get 2 zombies. And see what he does. Sylvan Advocate. And a Nahiri. Right, Nahiri's gonna die. We're languished on making that right now. We don't want him getting any kind of card advantage that we aren't allowed. It's a shame Angelic Purge is going to kill one of our lands, because I really don't want to do that when we're on such a low mana count at the moment. So we lose 2 life because of the Nahiri. Murder's pretty good. Actually, we could murder and get in 2 damage on the Nahiri and save a little bit of save the Anguished Unmaking for a Planeswalker we can't target. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. It won't kill the Nahiri, but if we ever get to the point where we can't get through his blockers to get to a almost ultimating Planeswalker, then we've got the Anguished Unmaking for that that eventuality. Plus, we get loads of zombies. So I'd like to see him put chump blockers down for that. Okay, he's plussing. Is he discarding? That's the question. Yeah, he got off to a slow start and we're allowed to exploit that. He's discarding an Ob Nixilis. And a Planar Outburst. Okay. That's fine. Land. Land. Beautiful. Do we want to put Gisela on top of our library? I think we do. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put Gisela on top of our library. Get the Shambling Vent back in the fold. Going after the Nahiri. Keep it down. And then we get 2 more zombies. Yeah, it's a pretty big uphill battle for our opponent to get through a Liliana emblem. From Beyond. Okay. We can Angelic Purge that. Sylvan Advocate. Alright. I don't mind attacking through a Sylvan Advocate to take out the Nahiri. I'm fine with that. Question is, do we want to Angelic Purge away that From Beyond so that you can't get something like an Oblivion Sower to ramp? I think we do. Let's attack his Nahiri first, though. Let's see what happens. Likely see a block here, and then Nahiri goes down 2. Yep. Cool. Can also Angelic Purge and sacrifice a token. That's perhaps something we want to do, rather than attack our own lands. Yeah, I think so. Right, kill the From Beyond. And sack our token. We still get 2 zombies. Right there. So our board state is no worse off. Yeah, I'm just so used to using Angelic Purge in White Weenie, where it's best to attack your flooded lands, so... I always forget that it's any permanent. Ooh, dumped an Anguished Unmaking. Ah, gonna Green Warden it back, I guess. Maybe even get a Nom Nixilis, perhaps. Which one are you going for? Oh, it could be Radiant Flames. Wait for us to get loads of zombies. Gotta pick one fast. Going for the Radiant Flames. Alright. Getting in with a 4-5. We'll block, because we might as well. Since he's got a Radiant Flames, I'm not too fussed about just a planar outburst here. And we've got our other Anguished Unmaking. So yeah, I think I want to attack with my zombie. If he doesn't block, which he will, then we get 2 damage in. Otherwise, we just planar outburst, wipe his board. And he's got a Radiant Flames, and that's about it. So let's get him for 2. We see a block. We could have languished if he blocked with the Advocate. Is also one thing I was thinking. But planar outburst it is. Blow up these guys. He gets to exile his Green Warden if he wants to grab something. And it's an Explosive Vegetation. He must have something big in his hand then. We are still flooded on lands. I really need to get to Bruna fast. Bruna is something I want to play. Because I want Bracella. Bracella stops Radiant Flames and Anguished Unmakings and Murders and all those nasties. And Declaration in Stones. Dropping the Gitrog monster. Alright. 2 mana up. Can we, it's left 2 mana up. One's white, so we could see a Gideon's Reproach, though I doubt it. To be honest, it doesn't seem like the kind of deck to run one, so let's try and get that 6 damage in. Call his bluff on this one. 6 damage on the Nahiri. He might have a way of getting it back, perhaps. Something I'm not thinking of. Bye-bye, Nahiri. So we've gotten rid of how many Planeswalkers? Just 2 at the moment. Probably as a backup then, if that's the case. And we get some zombies, though the Radiant Flames is likely to want to wipe that away. And these zombies can start going in his face now. So yeah, here comes the Radiant Flames. He's got 8 mana. 9 if he plays a land. We can play through an Ulamog. No problem. So he's got an Arlen Cord. That's going to put some tokens down. And we lose 2. Okay, there's a land. Beautiful. We've got Bruna mana up now. Oh, man. Oh, man, can we do Gisela? I need him to kill Gisela, that's the thing. Well, we can Gisela. If she doesn't die, then we Bruna. And then we've got Bracella. Oh, please. Please. I need this in my life. Let's do it. Get 2 zombies. Yeah, if she doesn't get exiled, then we're fine. So we'll have to see. Planar Outburst. Alright. That might be why he was wanting to Explosive Vegetation. Is he going to tap all of his mana? He is. Okay. So he gets a 4-4. But we're going to get Bracella because he's tapped out. So that's fine. It's non-land permanent, so I can't get rid of his land. Right, here we go. It's time. Bruna the Fading Light gets Gisela. Yes, please. We end our turn. The meld begins. We also get 2 zombies. Bush. And we've got Bracella. There she is. Flying, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. Your opponent can't cast spells. No! No, Lamog! No, don't do this. Ah, you son of a... Ah, I should have seen that coming. Well. We lose a zombie. He's going to lose his Ulamog. And we get into for 2 on the Island card. Now we're just going to Declaration Stone his Ulamog. And swing at his Island card. Yeah. Hit that code. Take her down to 1. And pass the turn. We've got Sorin to gain some life. We now have some zombies to block his elemental token, his land. And we'll probably just double block it anyway. He's going to sack his clue. How could you get rid of Bracella? How could you? Why? At least a caster. It's technically what I asked for. So I did ask for technicalities. Alright, Evolving Wilds. Bit of an odd situation we find ourselves in now. I think we're still alright. We've gotten rid of a lot of his threats. We can get rid of a Planeswalker whenever we feel like it. We can wipe his board whenever we feel like it. Okay. Deathcap Cultivator. I think I want to wipe his board now. So we are down to 9, which is a bit of a situation. So, Languish. Next turn we can Sorin, kill the Arlen Cord. No trouble. Get 2 zombies. So we actually do need to kind of protect our life total now. Oath of Liliana makes us sacrifice a creature. So we'll sacrifice a zombie. If he's hoping for me to block with against the Shambling Vent to keep his Arlen Cord alive, then I'm not going to do that. Ooh, minus to kill his Arlen Cord. Alright. It's actually a bit of an issue, that. Because Anguished Unmaking can't hit non-land permanents. Can't hit land permanents, sorry. But we can Sorin and start plussing it. And that'll buy us a few turns. A couple of cards as well. So let's crack the Evolving Wilds, because we are going to plus Sorin, so I want to get a less chance of hitting a land. Don't think it really matters which land we want. Let's plus that Sorin. Okay. This is a crazy match. I like it. We hit land. God damn it. Oh, this is turning sour for us now. Well, we get 2 zombies to double block his Shambling Vents if he wants to come against our Sorin. He gets a Nissa. He was going to flip his Nissa. And a From Beyond, which he can crack at a will. Which he's going to do. They're going to be Kozilek, I assume. Oblivion Sower. Alright. That's fine also. So bear in mind he's got an Oblivion Sower in his hand. Blessed Alliance. Lovely. Did he just not play out his Nissa land? I'm just gonna plus Sorin now, and Declaration in Stone is Nissa unless we find a better removal spell. We find another land. Bloody typical. By Nissa? Apparently so. Okay. And we're going to get in with our 2 zombies, because on our end step we're going to get 4. And we also have Blessed Alliance, Anguished Unmaking, a Sorin that's at 8. So we're doing pretty well. How many Planeswalkers we remove now? 1 Planeswalker, an Ulamog, 2 Planeswalkers, 3 Planeswalkers, a Gitrog monster. He's just Declaration in Stoned our tokens away. And we lost nothing of interest. Okay. And Saki's Clue. Alright. We've got an Archangel Avacyn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Play our land. Plus Sorin. We've got Blessed Alliance to kill his Oblivion, so... Ooh, Linvala. Actually, we'll play Linvala, because it's going to gain us some life. And it's going to help us close out the game. This is Angel's Control, after all. Unfortunately, we would have had a beautiful Brisella to finish off the game, but... Eldrazi Angel. You are my angel! Anguished Unmaking on the Linvala. Okay. Taking a risky play, going down to 7 life. We unfortunately can't flash in our Archangel Avacyn, but... Okay. So he's going to be able to do 1 damage to our Sorin, because we're going to gain 4 life and make him sack a creature. There we are. Probably sacks his Shambling Vents. Yep. Sorin takes 1. We have Archangel Avacyn up to flash in to block something in a future turn. Yeah, he's had enough. We're going to continue that. We're going to plus Sorin first. We get Suppression Bonds. Alright, read the bones. Try find something to close out for that last 3 bit of damage. That is not it. Another Suppression Bonds. Alright. We can use a Cruel Revival on the Oblivion Sower and get back a Fleshbag Marauder. Also, we get some zombies. Yeah. Take that, super friends. Yeah, I think, despite the fact that I thought this would be a, well, previously, before all the changes, it was a bad matchup for Super Friends, but it seems to be a lot different now. I'll tell you that much. Archangel Avacyn. Might as well block his Shambling Vent. He's gonna activate his Shambling Vent again. Sure. We have an indestructible Angel of Death who is going to finish off the last bit of damage. If Sorin doesn't, of course. You get a Shambling Vent. Oops. Plus Sorin, do you die right now? You don't die right now. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Because our Archangel Avacyn won't kill you either, because you gained a little bit of life off of that. The Shambling Vent. So he's bought himself a turn. I'm going to Suppression Bonds his Oblivion Sower down. Pass the turn. Gain some zombies. If it weren't for this token, I think we would have probably easily lost this game. Easily. So it was all down to those first few turns to try and get the last bit. Last bit of damage on Liliana. That's also why I kind of dislike Super Friends for that exact reason, because it's just attack their planeswalkers or nothing. Or you lose. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Alright guys, so if you've enjoyed the content, then make sure to leave a like. It helps me out a great deal. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. But if you're not quite sure, save for the end card, see the rest of the content we've got to offer. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.